Hello everybody and welcome. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Golden Lap. Last we left off after the first race of the season, and yes, that is correct, P1, P2, with a Golden Lap for Bauer, who was incredibly unlucky to have a puncture right at the last lap after an absolutely masterful race. That is fantastic. Now, we spied on Ezzolini last time, and their parts are actually worse than ours, so that sucked. I don't think I'm gonna spy until later in the season. I was thinking maybe spying on Wayland, because they seem to have a lot of pace. These 12 points are actually all from Paul Woods, because Laos had a DNF. But maybe later in the season. In the meantime, we have plenty of cash at hand. And we have a bonus to do 3 pit stops. The thing is, it's going to be rainy, so we'll see. In the meantime, time for a new part. And we're not going to give favoritism to Tristan Loop this season. Bauer gained speed and focus. Very good driver now. So we'll just give the advantage to whoever is the fastest. Right now, it is Loop, but no, it was Bauer. But it was his home race, so who knows. All right, what do we build? What is our worst bit? The chassis. Clearly the chassis. And there are a couple long straights here. Actually, there's only really one, because the chicane in the middle here really stops cars. But yeah, let's build a new chassis. James, you're on. Current performance is 2417. And we're going to add... Yeah, we're going to add at least 90 to 130 to that. I wonder what this purple plus 0 is. And the beginning of the season parts are quite cheap, but yeah, I'm gonna give it to Bauer. I'm gonna give it to Bauer as a reward for his amazing performance in South Africa. And I'm even gonna upgrade it a bit for reliability purposes more than performance. Alright. Let's start, and it's not raining for quali in Belgium. That is heard of. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of any of these corners, for they are in Flemish. And yeah, no. Yep, no, I don't do German or Dutch or any of these languages. Ralph Hamburger parted hard again. All right, so straight shootout, no rain, no nothing. Let's go. Since we got P2 last year, we're actually all the way back here in the order. Oh wow, Rodriguez. A former driver binned it on pit exit. Had a couple comments saying, oh no, don't drop Rodriguez and Von Heim. And it's like, he binned it. First he binned it on the last straight. He did that again last race, and now he bins it on pit exit. Just, this man is just, he's something, all right. The reliability of this driver is low. All right, everybody lives at once. That sounds like a bad plan. I'm just gonna take a step back. Make sure we have a good flying gap. 3 of cars ahead, because the Ezzolini are going to get bogged down. Loop can't focus. Bad Loop. He's not, and Bauer goes fastest. Loop third. And the Ezzolini absolutely got bogged down. That's what happens when everybody leaves the pits at the same time. It's a bit of a false start to this session. I think it's a steering heavy track with all these little chicanes. This is disgusting. Like, why would you draw a circuit like... So, steering it is on this one. 5, 4, plus 5. Disgusting. Hope has a history of not liking tuning Bauer's car. And it doesn't appear to have changed all that much. Yo, can I... 11... But not getting a golden tune. Imagine if the race is actually not rainy. Nah, it's gonna rain. Come on, don't, no. Bauer can't focus. Loop has a clear track, at least. He's not going purple, though. But he's going tied with Bauer. That's hilarious. They're tied. And Larousse immediately takes over. Larousse, who has kind of a revenge to take after binning it in South Africa. The Waylands seem to have very good pace this year. It's actually exciting that it's not an Izzolini reign, you know? Izzolini total and not a domination. Izzolini domination, Mayball fans. Now, I wouldn't mind night domination, but I don't think we're gonna have that. Plus, doing a 1-2 every race wouldn't be that entertaining, and this is a show. After all, Loop is in the zone, Bauer comfort. Loop, purple, purple, baby. Excellent. Bauer, absolutely trash lap. Mark, again, cannot string a lap together. Is Levy Mark finished? Is he washed? That's what the youngins say, right? Engine or chassis? I'm going to go with engine. Acceleration out of these disgusting chicanes seems a bit more important than being quick on that one straight that is really bent for a straight. And I will not make any joke further than that. Oh, come on. Not great tuning from our crew chief, Pope, who is not working for Pope. They never wanted to recruit him. Alright, Bauer, I need a lap. Moretti goes fastest. 3 purple sectors. Second. That's ooh. Loop had a good lap. He was in the zone on his previous one. This lap by Moretti may be hard to beat. Yeah, Bauer. Ooh, Bauer, 2/10, actually. Not that bad. Levy Mark. Was he bogged down again? I didn't pay attention, but Jesus. He is going nowhere fast. Do you think he's a victim of the infamous Ferrari strategy? Yeah, sure. Leave the pit in traffic. They will give you some slipstream so you go faster on the strength. Totally not an issue during quali. Right? I mean, I say that, I'm basically releasing them as soon as they're ready to go, so I can't really speak. I mean, I can, but I shouldn't. And Bauer's bogged down behind Oliveira. Yeah. Yeah, that's me, mate. So, yeah, even... Well, he can't focus anyway. Although Loop is stuck behind Rosengfists on his in-lap. He got over. Green, and Loop improves, but not enough. The Waylands on quali are insane. Jesus. And here I thought we would have pace in quali, but the Waylands... Do you think their cars have low reliability, like they took the gamble of experimental cars and rolled high? Wouldn't that be interesting? Maybe we should steal the Wayland part. I mean, borrow their ideas. And that's the problem with being so far back in the pits. You don't really know if a car is going to leave in front of you. Okay, we've got clear air for both cars. Bauer's in the zone. I'm expecting purple, man. Woods goes fastest with 3 purple sectors. Only 8 minutes to go. Guys, if there's a moment to be quick, it's now. Bauer goes purple. Bauer goes purple again. Last chicane, and Bauer takes the top by 1.1 seconds. Moretti goes purple, though. Loop, only P4. Moretti is incredibly quick and is gonna take pole back. But both Waylands are in between our cars. Mark, just not there. But you never know with the Izzolini. They may have a genius last lap. It's not out of the question that they do. Good. All right, and a bit of chassis work to round it up. Yeah, that sponsor with... Oh, wasted that point. That sponsor with 3 pit stops may be hard to do if there's heavy rain. Okay, how long do we have? That's 1:30, 3, 4:30. Yeah, we can send them out. We should have time for another lap. Maybe. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close, having time for another. Bauer's in the zone. Okay, man. Take that pole back. Oh, 1/100th of a second. And Loop got bogged down. Nah, we're never gonna have time for another lap. Oh, damn it. Should have waited. Should have waited. Got my wires mixed up. It's all Rodriguez's fault, after all. Him bidding it right from the word go is what prevented us from having that extra little bit of time. And Loop got bogged down. Yeah, that's on me, mate. But Bauer, his increased focus is really shining through. Yeah, Mark. Oh, it's your in lap. Okay. P2, P5. We're making a Wayland sandwich. Larousse is a famous brand of dictionaries in France and woods. It's like, what kind of sandwich is that? Yeah, I put some woods and some dictionaries in your sandwich. All right, P2, P5, not too bad, especially considering what can happen at the start. Oh my god, it's a dry race. What? Well, good for us. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 different strategies again. I need somebody to be on the 3-stopper. So Loop is going to start on soft and just bang lap after lap. He's got high focus. Bauer is going to go long stints. I think that's the way to go. And we're going to start Loop on soft and just, yeah. Lap after lap after lap. Just try to put quali laps. Get away from the pack and just push. All right. Shikinami of Team Vernier partied a bit too hard, as well as Levy Mark, who is only P9 and he's behind Maldonado in an Ezzolini. Well, that's a meh. All right. Racing in Belgium, it's 5 lights, and away we go! Luke on focus. And is dropping down the order like a stone. Yep. You can't overtake Larousse. Moretti went for soft, trying to create a gap from P1. That's not a bad strat. And Loop is going nowhere with his soft. Levy Mark had a great start, though. I was kind of mocking him, but Larousse overtook. Sorry, Loop. Okay, Tristan, you need to make some overtakes here. You got the better tires. You need to make the best out of them. Oh, Larousse going good. Okay, there's some heavy pace in front. Larousse putting the fastest lap, but Bauer right on his rear wing. On a good lap. It is an opportunity to try and overtake, but nope, not on the straight. And you've got overtaken by Maldonado. I'm baffled. Yeah, Bauer on a good lap, but cannot make his way past Gabriel Larousse. And you can't focus. Get dubbed. Loop is in the zone though, and Moretti isn't really making ground despite the soft tires. Hard tires seem to be a good race tire here. Loop overtook Maldonado. Now you need to catch up to your teammate, who will let you through should you prove you have the pace. Over him. Oh, you're in the zone again. Okay, take it easy in the first sector, and we're just gonna full push you in the last bit of the lap. There you go. And Bauer, he's got better tires, he's got better pace currently, so if he can make a move, we'll let... There you go. Don't worry, you're on different strategies. Blackberry rules. You got a better car, Bauer, for the first time maybe ever. Moretti is not faster than Laus, despite the soft tires. And we're seeing kind of something similar between our two cars. Interesting. Well, I'm only in it for the money, really. Which is true of a lot of teams in Formula 1. By the fact that it's quite okay, Laroux dropped off, and Loop is trying to make his way past. Tristan, you need to pass Laroux and his hard tires. You need to pass the other Frenchman. French on Frenchman action, or something. I didn't like what I just said. Yes, yes, in the curve. No, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Tristan. You're supposed to pass the car, and now these softs are falling off a cliff. So the benefit we had with them is basically gone already, and you can't focus. Wonderful. We're getting cloudy. I didn't like it. There's a very solid top 5 here, with Maldonado, Mark, and Ryan in a sort of little group of their own. Rivera not far behind. Yeah, that race is quite close. And Bauer got overtaken by Woods. He's got better tires. The Wayland car seems amazingly quick. Maybe I should steal one of their parts, because Woods is now getting closer to making a move on Tristan. Running on tired soft. That wasn't a pun. I mean, it was, but it was an accidental pun. The best kind of puns. I'm gonna pit Tristan soon. We'll make a shot at the golden lap here, and then probably box next lap. Just put more soft and keep on doing that. Maybe the last stint will be on mediums, depending on the race profile. But yeah, we're just gonna go soft tires all the way, baby. Okay, Bauer is in the zone. Try to stay with Paul Woods in front of you. And Tristan. Another set of soft tires. And full push on your in lap. Not on fuel though. I like keeping my fuel up top for a mad dash at the end when the grip on track is higher. Alright. Cool off, babe. Babe. Bauer's in the zone again. And just got the fastest lap. It's a slow start for Tristan Loop. No! Okay, barely in P9. Can't overtake Paul Woods. I know. Okay, and you can't focus. Chill. Okay, Tristan, the cars in front are gonna box. You got clear track at least, so time to put quali laps. Pretty please. Bauer got the fastest lap on these hards. That is a good sign. And he's stagnant. Guys don't appear to be making a massive difference. Moretti is still running on these softs. And yeah, doesn't appear to have that much pace difference around here. Maybe it's because of all the slow corners. Not sure the game implements that. Okay, Moretti's in the pits. Bauer is in the zone. Very good. Time to make ground against the Izzolini. And the Waylands are in a 1-2. I'm sure they wish for a red flag right now. Okay, both Ryan and Lovera boxed. So now, Loop, you've got a clear track again. You can just do quali laps. That's your whole shtick here. Okay, another golden lap for Bauer. Who is on a roll. The Waylands. This is concerning. Look at the gap they pulled. Do they have an amazing chassis? Look at the gaps they pull on the straight. It's insane. Loop is getting closer from Levy Mark, so at least that's going the right way. 5 seconds or so, yeah. Good. Maybe they were just in a good lap. This is an interesting scenario. Moretti put on hards. Oh, Laus is changing, getting rid of his hards already. An interesting strategy. Loop is in the zone. Full send. He caught up to Mark really well. So at least these are doing what they're supposed to. Or maybe it's just we got a better car. We don't have a better driver. To be fair, Mark's mediums are starting to be a bit baited. A bit shredded. And he's getting bogged down by the Ezzolini. Not a sentence we could have said last season. No golden lap, though, unfortunately. Moretti is flying. And Bauer not really making grounds towards catching up Gabriel Larousse. Slow pit stop for Rinaldi. How are we for fuel? Way too early for a full push. I think Bauer's gonna... Either that... Okay, Loop actually overtook Mark. Good. I'm not sure that Bauer's tires, if I go on mediums, will last to the end. Like, 27 laps? I would need to conserve quite a lot. So maybe I just go hard. Or maybe I just do hard, soft. It's an option. How long did I... Like, what, 14 laps for the softs? Give or take? What I did. 123. Last lap. Loop. Okay, Loop was significantly faster than Bauer on his old hard. Moretti overtook you. Jesus. I know he's got pressure tires, but man, is Moretti absolutely flying through the pack. Maldonado boxed for mediums. Yeah, maybe I try to push these hards and then go softs for Bauer. I don't think getting another set of hards is the way. Larousse is in the pits. Bauer's in the zone. Try to overtake the Ezzolini, please. No, that's the wrong way. That's going back. You don't want to be going back. You want to be going forwards. That's how racing works. Ivan. Staying close, but don't really have an opportunity to overtake these old hards. Is it too early to go for soft? I think it's too early. Or maybe I go medium soft. No? In a forest of hard tire runners, maybe we go one stint of mediums. Yeah, I think we're doing that. I mean, I could make softs work. Good. Should I extend? I'm gonna go soft. I'm gonna leave Bauer out there. He's got relatively good pace anyway. Comparable to Moretti's on the last lap. Although Moretti is really taking off now. Eesh, 6 seconds slower. I mean, I know you were not in the zone, but 6 seconds is a bit much, don't you think? Loop is stuck between the two Waylands. Soft tires are starting to go a bit. Performance is 986. Yeah, this is barely better than the hot tires that Bauer is running. And you can't focus. So just don't get overtaken by Larousse, please. Be the cork. Yeah, Bauer's space is falling off. I need to box him. I'm gonna box him next lap and go on softs, and then we'll see if we do mediums or soft at the end. His space is just not good. Oh, come on! He just doesn't have the pace at the moment. Moretti is making 2 seconds a lap. We can't have that. Now, Moretti is gonna have to stop at least once more. Even if he goes very long on his hards. And Tristan's slow stop earlier really did him in. Okay, full push and fuel though, that's good news. It's always an advantage we have over the opponents. Okay, Tristan, full push, and then you're boxing for... Yeah, we'll go soft. And we'll see right at the end if we go on mediums or on soft. You can't focus on your lap. Okay, well, doing full push then. Last thing we need is for you to bin it. Moretti is just gone. 6.32 and full push on your out lap, please. Bauer, chill. The slow pit stop for Von Heim. Seems our former teammates really aren't having a good weekend. Moretti will have to box again, but he is... Oh, Bauer got the fastest lap. And he can't focus. Loop cannot overtake Ryan. He's worn hard tires. You need to get past. Can't stay bogged down. Right here. Well done. Target Maldonado. 5 seconds ahead. In traffic. Yeesh. Okay, and Bauer really knocking on Laru's rear wing. We're gonna tell you to try and make a move and catch up to Paul Woods, who is gonna have to box again, but so are we, so this is for position. And I'm not liking the Izzolini being 25 seconds on the road. Not one bit, let me tell you that. Okay, Tristan going fastest, already on Maldonado's rear wing, so you need to make a move as well. Fonseca having a slow stop. What is it? Is there dust in the paddock? The mechanics are just like, I can't see. Can't get past Maldonado. Yeah, that's the point you need to. He's got worn mediums, on fresh softs. There you go. And Bauer still eating Bauer's rear wing, which is considered rude in some cultures. Okay, you're in the zone. Make a move now. You can't stay behind. And suddenly we can't get anywhere near. Okay, Loop is 20 seconds of the road. And that's pace. Rosanquist having a slow stop as well. You can't overtake Laos. You were supposed to be in the zone and you're going slower than the car in front. That's not how in the zone works, mate. Loop just throwing the car around and going incredibly quick. Okay, you finally made your way past Laos. Very good. Now get into the soft, and you got 9 seconds to pull Woods, and you can't focus immediately. Just don't get overtaken, please. And we probably lost 6 to 8 seconds in Loop's slow stop. Still, we wouldn't be anywhere near. I may have stopped him a bit too early on his first stint. Nobody's binned it yet, though. Just jinxed it, didn't I? Loop is in the zone. Poof, please. 15 seconds off of Larus, who will probably have to stop once more. So, we need quali laps for the both of you. Loop, you've got a clear track. Bauer is in the zone, goes fastest. And Loop as well. Okay, baby. They really want these golden laps. I'm not about to complain. Also, sorry if this episode is late and I'm a bit nasally. The Poland map of the country is looking basically bright red. And I just couldn't record yesterday. I was sneezing every 30 seconds or so. Plus, yeah, all the sniffling and such, it was not happening. I just call it. We are just behind Woods now, and we're catching up to Moretti quite well. And they both all have a stop in them, so these soft tires really doing work. I mean, look at that, Bauer hunting the Izzolini. And his turn to be 2 seconds a lap faster than the Izzolini. That is exactly the kind of things I need to... Oh, there's going to be a tiny bit of water right at the end. That's good for Bauer. Now the question becomes, oh my god, Bauer. I think Moretti's tires are just gone and Bauer is flying on his Warm soft, but soft nonetheless. And he can't focus immediately. Why do I say things? Loop is going nowhere. It's 10 seconds away from Larousse. I mean, no, he's 2 seconds faster a lap, but he's coming from far down. Okay, I'm gonna try to push these softs as far as I will go. We may... Yeah. I mean, these softs can go to the end, right? Yeah. Okay, one more lap for Bauer, 2 for Loop, and then we box them for softs. Oh, you will pit. Oh, you can't focus, god damn it. Still gonna have you push. This is your in lap. You need to not get overtaken by Moretti. Okay, chill. Good job, Bauer. Good job. Let's go for the undercut. No, not the haircut. Loop, you're gonna full push and box next lap. Okay, Bauer. We need you to give it your all on the outlap. You're in P5 right now, but probably P1 on track. We've got the best pit stops after all. Moretti's in. Let's see where Bauer... Moretti is having a slow stop. Oh, that is massive. Oh, that is absolutely massive. We had one after all, and now Moretti is being hunted down by Piston Loop. And both Waylands... Oh, surely isn't going to go to the end, right? Right? Because if that's the case, that means Bauer is 14 seconds clear of Moretti. Probably about the same for both the Wayland cars. This is a 5-horse race now. Because Moretti went for mediums. He took the easy way. Wood. Okay, the question is, where will the Waylands exit the pits after their stop? They don't want to stop, but Woods cannot go to the end on these hards. He is 5 seconds a lap slower than Bauer. And now, Tristan, your job is to hunt down the Ezzolini of Moretti and put him under massive pressure. This is for a 1-2. Mark is P8, Jesus. It seems that Ezzolini is not going to run away with it this season. Okay, Bauer, you're in the zone. Push. You're about to lap the Ezzolini of Mark. Get these Waylands. Bag them. Maldonado is in the pits. He's not really in contention for anything. Loop is only 2 seconds. A slow stop for Maldonado. There were so many slow stops this race. And they're fighting. The Waylands are fighting. Bauer went... Oh, Moretti taking the fastest lap. Rick. Piston, take it back. And his position. Okay, Bauer making his way past Woods, who has no tires left. And he still overtakes again on the braking. I was gonna say, surely they're gonna box. Okay, now Bauer, you need to make your way past Moretti. You've got better tires, and while you have better tires, you need to get past. The longer it goes, the better these mediums are going to be compared to our softs. They need to get past and stay past. But Bauer is looking pretty comfortable right now. He's being slowed down a bit by Gabriel Larousse, who is playing it well for his teammate Paul Woods. Well, was not trash talking, but... And a puncture for Fonseca. What is it with this race? And Bauer makes his way past Larousse. Okay, Bauer, you just need to not bin it. Tristan, you need to get past. This is... Larousse cannot go 7 more laps. Surely. I mean, I keep... Vonheim with a slow stop. What the hell? Surely Larousse is... He's... I mean, it's not that slow. Oh yeah, he's 4 seconds a lap slower. Okay, and now the track is going to get a bit wet, which is very good for Bauer, who just needs to... He just needs to bring it home. But if Larousse pulls No, he can't go to the end on these. Last lap is fast as Moretti's. Somehow. Piston? Overtake the Azzolini, please. Almost. Thought he was just gonna do what I asked. And I was like, what? 4 laps left. Laos is going to the end. Laos pulling the move of the century here. I'm genuinely shocked. And that's gonna push the loop of the podium because of our slow stop. Moretti had a slow stop as well, and he is catching up to Laos. Is this going to be a 3-horse race in the last lap? P2. Bauer, you just need to take it easy, but we're very quick under the rain. Yeah, Moretti's fastest lap is just insane, by the way. Loop, you're in the zone. It's now. It's now or never. You need to make your way past Moretti and hunt down the Wayland of Laos. Nope, we're not making ground. We're not making any ground towards the Azzolini. Come on the brakes. In the last chicane. Oh, goodness. 2 laps to go. Bauer has it, unless he bins it. And Tristan needs to... I am amazed at Wayland's strategy here. I didn't think it was possible. Maybe Laos is a silkworm. His tires last longer. That could explain. The tires are giving out. Can you pit soon? Sure, next lap, idiot. Are we gonna make our way past the Azzolini in the last sector? I don't think we are. On the brakes in the final chicane. No, that's a P1, P4. But an amazing race and victory for... given Bauer. What a race. What a crazy race that was. It was really between 5 drivers. From Bauer to Woods, everybody was in. Everybody was in contention. Amazing. I love it. I love the season already, and it's only the Laos must have the silkworm, right? For the one stopper, but props to them. Very well done, holding on to the end. And Moretti just... Tristan could not make his way past. He just couldn't. And that cost us a podium position. Well, that's gonna shuffle the deck a bit in the championship. For sure, because look at that. 37 points for us, so that's good. 28 for Wayland, only 22 for the Azzolini, because Levy Mark is nowhere this season. We get an extra $2 dues. Always welcome, and we keep the lead in the standings with Bauer, however, topping the table now, and Tristan in second. Luigi Moretti 6 points away from Tristan, 13 from Ivan Bauer. Paul Woods is 22 points away, a bit further down the order, and Larousse, having scored nothing in the first race, is already P5, ahead of the Azzolini of Levy Mark. This is going to be a three-team season. I'm very excited, very happy I didn't have to narrate 10 boring races. For the teams championship, though, we're already almost double the points of Azzolini. That is excellent. An overall great result for Team Knight. Looking good for this season. Next race in Watkins Glen, Hopkins Boot, and maybe there'll be some actual rain. Now, a wet track, dangerous. We may see some issues here, but that's a problem for future Tembles. Till then, thank you for being here, everybody. I hope you had a good one. I sure did. And we'll be back in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.